How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and I've got the next campaign mission. This one's called Hometown. It's like the flashback after you got gassed by Hadir in the cave. You end up going back 20 years. Obviously it's what's her name? Farah, it's her flashback. When you first start like this, if you button mash a few buttons, you'll break a hand out of the rubble.
Mama, please wake up, Mama.
Look over to your left. There's a brick there you have to grab. So it's mostly just doing its own animations at the minute. Once you've got it, you can hit any button, and you need to just hit any button and it'll keep smacking that bit of tin so they can hear you.
Bring the saw! We've got someone here! Cover your eyes!
It says cover your eyes, and then she looks directly at them.
They're right here! She's okay! She's a girl! Very young! Get my door! Come on, get her out!
You're safe now. You're safe now.
Your faster here! I got her! Give her to me! Oh, my sweet boy! Thank God you're back.
Mama!
No! 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 Wait! Where is my son? Where is your dear?
We left him home to study.
But they're gone, Father. Hurry up! We will find her, dear, and leave town, okay? Wanid! Johnny! They are looking for resistance fighters! We have to go now! I can't! My son is still at home! I will help you, brother! This way!
Papa! I'm scared.
Don't be afraid, sweetheart. We're together.
Oh shit, looks like the Clintons have arrived.
Sweetheart, I'll go ahead and make sure it's safe. Keep behind me.
Yes, Papa, I will.
Okay, that's my girl. Do as I say, and you will be safe.
Well, why would you put me down and then just make everything
Let's
a
go.
lot slower? And then keep sitting there going, come on, let's go. No wonder he fucking dies.
Follow me. Don't let the Russians. Follow me, my little girl.
So you just gotta keep following this guy.
Don't breathe, it's poison.
Eventually VTech kicks in, speed up a bit. Just run into this house. See how it's dark when you run in? It's not as bad on multiplayer, but that's essentially what it does when you run from outside to inside.
Like you told me.
And given the amount of
Good boy,
camping
we'll be
and
safe from the gas for now. Come with me to the kitchen, both of you.
hard scoping and the time to kill and stuff, it's that really doesn't help.
Son's coming. Sorry, Mother.
I don't know what I was doing. I was like zoned out in my own little world for a
I think we
second. Then.
helped the rebels. Here, take this mask, okay?
Do we have one for Farah?
If you need your own, I'll help your
What?
sister.
I don't get my own.
Come.
What the hell does that say? Jeffrey Epstein didn't
these phones.
kill himself.
Use them if we get
Okay, now it's the sort of thing you'd think would be news. No wonder the Russians are trying to invade. Trying to get rid of them fridge magnets.
Cross the bridge and go to the mountains. We'll be
Must be
safe there.
working for
Come.
the
Where'd
Clintons.
they catch us, Papa?
They will take you away and lock you up.
Who, the
I don't
Clintons? That sounds about right.
Okay. Listen, I know. We'll come back. I promise. You understand?
Yes,
Sorry,
Papa.
glitches a tiny bit there. Russian
When we get
interference.
You stay with me, okay?
Papa.
Anyway, almost 5 minutes in,
Please.
you finally get to actually
There's no one here.
do something other
It's only
than
my children, please.
follow him. So this Russian guy's obviously come into the house, they have a scrap. Kadir here gets knocked out in one. So now you got to run and kind of
Hide.
wiggle around the house for a minute and hide from that guy. Well, there's usually a screwdriver or a pair of scissors you've got to pick up off the floor, but they seem to be a little bit random as to when they appear and when they don't. You don't really seem to get anything at the start, you just kind of have to run around. Obviously if he sees you, he'll shoot at you and he kills you pretty quick, so you just got to keep using, like, there's the doorways and stuff, but so this time I found a screwdriver pretty quick. There's also little vents in the walls that you can lay down on the floor and crawl through. I should do some in a second. And what you got to do is sneak up behind him, and then it'll say sneak attack, press X, and it sort of does its own animation where it just runs up. So here's one of them vents. So as soon as I press X, so she can take full-on Russian elbows to the face. So you got to keep running around again. Try and hide from him. I think he pulls the screwdriver out of himself and chucks it on the floor. But there is also somewhere a pair of scissors as well. Or another screwdriver. Sometimes it's just been 2 screwdrivers for me. Another vent here in the kitchen.
Where's the mother? Maybe she's with you.
To be honest, it's not a bad thing it's skipped a little bit because I've not done anything, it's just trying to work out where he is so I can stab him. Essentially you just got to do the same thing again, stab him for a second time, take another meaty Russian elbow to the face, and then run off. As you heard, he threw something on the floor again. Luckily I was able to come back and get the first screwdriver I stabbed him with. And then one last time you got to do the same thing, sneak up on him. So the first thing you got to do is try and work out where the fucker is. I don't know why on this one, I don't know if you can hear it as well in the video, but you can hear his footsteps really close, but he's obviously just ahead of me all the time. And this time when you lunge at him, it'll automatically do this cutscene.
Stab him, Fedra! Kill him!
You pick up the screwdriver on your own, but you've got to press X
Again, she's dead!
to keep stabbing him. And then eventually, you pick up the AK, it will just say press square to grab it, and then you just have to hit R2, you don't have to hold the trigger down, it'll just do the animation of gunning him down.
Don't be afraid. We are together. Okay, let's check his body.
I know it's just an excuse to not let you have an AK, but they're trying to convince me that 2 little kids
Take his mess.
just kick the ass of like some fucking big ass Russian Spetsnaz, and then they can't even roll his body over enough to pick up the gun
Come on.
underneath him. Like, Jesus man, they don't mind shitting
go
on
for the
Russians on this
puppies.
game.
They'll hide us. Let's go.
So obviously you can't get the AK off him, so you just hold square, get the gas mask off him.
Baba,
Have a quick chat with him.
My love.
you have to get up.
I can't. I can't go with you.
What do we do?
You survive. Whatever it takes.
I think this is trying to
Back down.
make you not think Hadir is as much of a cunt for nicking the gas, if that makes sense. A lot of this game, I have to admit, is a bit preachy. Like, anyone from the Middle East can do no wrong. and everything's within reason and all everything, whereas the Russians just go around bombing everybody and all sorts.
Try to pry it open.
I also think this is a bit stupid. Pry it open. Like, the Russian guy came through the door earlier. You just have to hold down square. If you let go of square, it'll stop prying. But yeah, the Russian guy came through the door earlier, and I don't really see how a little kid's going to break a fucking lock off a door easier than they can just click the little knob up and open it. But it is what it is. I'm nitpicking, I suppose. So you got to come out here. You just follow in Hadir, really. Hide at first, but he'll soon tell you it's good to go. Again, you can't really... I've never fucked this up. You just keep following him and they never see you.
Good. Good. I don't think they saw us. Through here.
This guy's not actually dead. I think he's just smoked some really good shit. If you look closer, you can tell with the eyes. That's definitely stoned. Anyway, you wait there, dude. I'm off to get pizza. Oh yeah, shit. Cheese or pepperoni?
I found the way out, fella.
Okay, I'll get both. You hang in there, bro. So anyway, just keep following Hadir. Yeah, I know this is bad. I can take the piss out of someone on the floor. I don't like that dog dying. I was like, nope. Run past it. Unless I've tomahawked it. I don't want to know.
Stay quiet and follow me, okay? Okay? Follow me.
And I don't like this bit. It's like, dude, you're 8 foot from the fucking guy going, hey, follow me! It'll be fine! It's like, shut the fuck up, you noisy bastard. You're gonna get us both killed.
Hey!
Look what I mean, it's like, stop shouting out hide, you fucking idiot. What do you think I'm doing? I'm gonna run up and ask for a fucking autograph. Again, apology, it glitched like a second again. It was just after that guy shot someone on the floor, you just start walking forward.
Through here. I'll go first to make sure.
Keep following Hadir. To be honest, this, I wouldn't say it's the shittest mission, but it's one of the most boring because you just spend the majority of it doing this. What are you doing, mate? You get off. You don't get any fucking pizza now.
Are you hurt? I'm okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Banned. Okay, you can have cheese, that's it. Yeah, you just spend the most of the mission doing shit like this. It's basically just one big mission inserted to try and justify Hadir stealing the gas. It was almost as if they didn't really think the mission through, they just had to have it in there for that reason.
Don't worry. Air is safe.
It fucking sounds like don't worry, the air's safe. Are you fucking sure about that? I'm not sure if that's gas or just mist in the hills, but he don't sound too healthy. Again, just keep following him.
2 days ago, our men were ambushed by terrorists.
We have to go to the barn.
Food,
Don't
soap.
let them see you.
Get over
Okay?
there! Against the barn! Don't try anything, understand? You two! Against the barn!
I don't think you can get shot during this bit, but obviously it's sort of trying to shock you, shock value of what can happen. Keep following him, and eventually...
If we run away, they'll catch us. We need that truck. They'll hear you coughing. I will go. Find the gun. And if you get scared, use the phone to distract them.
There's a few reasons I don't like this bit of the mission.
I won't.
There's a couple of people just over there. You've got to jump over this fence, find a gun and shoot them both. Which is like, okay. Sneak up through the poppies, and if you need to, you press up on the D-pad and you'll call Hadir's phone and then it'll distract them. But the reason I think this is a fucking annoying bit of the mission, as you'll see, the gun's like in the middle there. If you press the phone, they soon fuck off and you can grab the gun. But she takes so long to aim the gun or do anything with the gun, it's a pain in the arse. I was trying to shoot them both in one. See, I shot her. I couldn't even see where he is, but he shot me. If you shoot them both in one bullet, you get a trophy. Again, by the time she even lifted the gun up to aim, it was too slow, so I got shot trying to run away. This whole time I'm trying to line them both up, but as you can see, by the time she pulls the gun up again, too slow, get nailed. So in the end, I think, right, I'll try and hide a little bit. Run into the puppies, which it says is what you're supposed to do, and then I get shot and die anyway. Try again. See, her aim is really bad with the gun as well. That's why I'm not hitting both of them, because she keeps tipping the gun sideways. And then now, look how slow it is to aim. I'm aiming now. Still doesn't even get the gun up before I die. So it's just a bit of a pain in the arse. In the end... Oh no, I think this time I just shot that other guy because he was pissing me off that he kept being the one that was living and shooting me. But then eventually it just actually lined the gun up enough to where it shot both of them. I was running off ready, but yeah, I took them both out with one bullet. By the time I actually did was like, make sure the little fuckers are dead. That's for the last fucking 10 spawns, you little fuck. And again, that's about the end of the mission now. That was like the one bit of the mission. Oh, and stabbing the Russian guy in the house. They're like the only two bits you actually have to do anything. As soon as you climb in the truck, that guy pulls you out. And I can't remember if he's appeared yet, but it's a General Burkov. It's the guy that you've basically been after for ages. It's the guy who has basically fucked Farah's home country of, like, made up Uzbekistan or whatever the hell it was called. So again, it's kind of showing you the reason Hadir and Farah hate this guy, Barkov. And that's it, you got kidnapped by him. And I believe, yeah, so now you're waking back up in the cave at the end of Highway of Death, where Hadir said, tell my sister and everything, and then ran off. So like I say, what you just had was a flashback. Again, press a few buttons and you'll start getting up. Up to this point of the campaign, I would say I was starting to be a bit like, fucking hell, this is getting a bit boring and repetitive. But it does get better. Like, the couple next missions are pretty good, I think.
It was Hadir. Hadir is the thief. I'm sorry, Captain. I didn't know.
There's no way you could have known. It's okay, Farah. We'll get him. We need to unhouse this target. Now!
Would you really trust her if her brothers just turned out to be the terrorists that stole the gas? Anyway, I'll leave that for next time. I hope you've enjoyed, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.